Hello, namaste, and welcome. Let's begin in a reclined position today. Make our way over to our backs, keeping our knees bent, feet grounded, and eyes closed. Let's place our hands on our belly and begin to bring ourselves through Adham Pranayama, deep belly breathing. Just allow yourself to arrive in this moment with this breath and see if you can slow your breathing down. Feel yourself sinking even deeper into the mat, the surface beneath the mat, and the earth. Let's open up our eyes and prepare our body for some movement. Reaching the hands up above the shoulders, we're going to roll out our wrists. Going back and forth, changing directions, doing whatever feels good for you. Continuing Adham Pranayama, deep belly breaths here. Let's bring the hands together, interlace the fingers, press the palms to the ceiling, and push through the heel of your hand. Breathing out, let's release the hands back. Backs of the hands rest on the floor. Let's make a diamond shape with the arms. Then we're going to bring the soles of our feet together for a reclined bound angle. Try to keep the eyes open. Gaze is soft to the ceiling. And now we straighten the arms, straighten through the legs, point your toes, nice straight line through the whole body. Reach through the fingertips. Big breath in. And breathe out. Let's bring the hands down beside us and make our way up to a seated position. Once we're in our seated position, let's begin to roll our neck. So we're going to bring our chin over to the left shoulder, and then we're going to roll through center. And bringing our chin over to the right shoulder and repeat. One more to each side. Let's bring our head back to center and ourselves over to table pose. I'm going to invite you to practice a Ujjayi breathing throughout the remainder of our class today. Fingers spread below the shoulders, knees below hips, toes pointing straight back. Let's wake up the spine with some cat and cow. Begin with an exhale. We're going to tuck the tailbone, move up through the middle, upper, and tuck the chin. Inhale, we're going to reverse that. Drop the belly, make your spine smile, lift the crown of the head, and bring your eyes to look up and back. And repeat, exhale. And inhale. From your inhale with your exhale, start at the sit bones like a wave going up through the spine. And repeat. Go at the pace of your own breathing. On your next inhale, we're going to pick the feet up, we're going to tuck the toes, and as we exhale, we're going to round the back, move through cat back and into our down dog. Let's pump out the feet, take the dog for a walk. And inhale, press the heels down, look forward. And exhale, we're going to lower ourselves to plank. Nice straight line through the spine. Take a breath in plank. And exhale, let's bring ourselves to Chaturanga Dandasana to hold. Take a breath in. And exhale, lower all the way down, untucking the toes. And inhale for Bhujangasana, Cobra pose, looking up and back. Exhale, lower back down, tuck the toes, and bring yourself up into plank. And exhale into downward facing dog. Good, let's do that again. We're going to bring ourselves forward into a plank pose. Take a breath in. Exhale, bring yourself forward, lower and hover. Go all the way down. Untuck the toes, squeeze the shoulder blades together, Bhujangasana. Move the heart towards the top of the mat. And exhale, release, tuck the toes, and bring ourselves to plank. And exhale, down dog. And with an inhale, let's look forward and begin the journey up. Walking the feet up to the space between the hands. And let's bend the knees. We're going to squeeze the belly in. We're going to press our feet down and roll ourselves up. Let's ground ourselves into Tadasana, mountain pose, pressing our feet into the mat, lifting and engaging the front of the body as well as the back of the body. Spread the fingers out, reach the fingertips to the ground, rotate the palms to face forward. Standing nice and tall in Tadasana. Inhale, let's lift up. 3 sun breaths and then Surya Namaskar B. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift the head, the hands, and the eyes up. And exhale, hands move down through the center line and repeat. Inhale. Nice and long. And exhale, keep that length as we fold. Inhale for halfway lift. Exhale, back to fold. Empty out that lower belly. Inhale, lift the head, the hands, coming all the way up, gazing up. And exhale, hands move through the center line for our last sun breath. Inhale, lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Look forward. Exhale, back to fold. Inhale, reaching out and up. And exhale, let's bend the knees, sink ourselves down into chair pose for the beginning of Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, reach the arms up by the ears, look up. And exhale, dive into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step back into plank pose. Take a breath in. And exhale, lower down to chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale into downward facing dog. Inhale, we're going to pick our right foot up. Keep that foot parallel to the mat. And exhale, bend the knee, bring the heel to the bum, knee to the nose, and drop your foot down. Back heel in. And inhale, reaching all the way up for Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1 pose. And exhale, we lengthen forward. We pick up our back foot. We straighten that leg and we bring ourselves into plank, taking a breath in. And exhale, chaturanga into our upward facing dog. And exhale into downward facing dog. Inhale, pick your left foot up. Leg stays parallel to the mat. And exhale, heel to bum, knee to nose, drop the foot down, back heel in and lift to Warrior 1. And exhale, lengthen as you fold forward. Plant the hands, pick up your back foot. So pick up your back heel, come to plank, taking a breath in. And breathe out to chaturanga. And inhale straight to the upward facing dog. Eyes up and back. And exhale, downward facing dog. And we're going to hold here for 5 breaths. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, step your feet up to the space between the hands. Drop your sit bones back. Breathing in to chair pose. Exhale into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, back to fold. Coming all the way up with a breath in. Palms together. And exhale, hands float down in front of the heart. Now we're going to shift our weight into the left foot and take our right foot back. And we want to rotate the body, opening to the long edge of our mat. We're going to wiggle that foot back. We're going to set ourselves up for Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2 pose. When you're ready, outstretch the arms. Bring your chin over to the left shoulder, gaze just beyond the fingertips. And ground your energy into your feet. Push your mat into the floor. And with a breath in, we're going to straighten our front leg, bring ourselves to 5-pointed star pose. And then exhale, sink in to our Warrior 2 on the other side. And breathing out, let's release. Let's bring ourselves so we face that long edge of the mat. Our big toes come in to face each other. We focus the weight on the outer edge of the foot and extend the arms out, fingers spread. And with an exhale, let's bow forward, keeping the hips above the heels. And let's release the hands down in front. Tuck your chin in and see if you can reach the crown of the head towards your mat. And with an inhale, we're going to lift just to halfway, like a flat back, just like in our sun salutation. And then exhale, we're going to release the body back, tuck the chin in, just like Uttanasana. And repeat, inhale. And exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale. And exhale. Now let's bring the hands to the hips and inhale for halfway lift and exhale all the way up. Bringing the feet together, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, until they line up underneath of our hips. Hands stay right where they are. We're going to shift into the right foot and pick up the left heel. Then we're going to lift that left knee right up in line with that hip and we're going to open it. You can stay here, or you can drop that foot down onto the calf, or you can reach, grab it, and tuck it up into the top part of the thigh. For tree pose, inhale, add the arms when you're ready. Focus your eyes, strong gaze, soft gaze. And for a little bit of a side bend in our tree pose, we're going to drop our left hand down onto that left thigh, palm up, extend over, pressing that left foot into the right thigh. And release. Ooh. Adjust where you need to. Plant your feet back underneath the hips, hands on the hips, and we're going to shift into the left foot, pick our right heel up and lift that knee so it's in line with the hip. Then we're going to open it. Do whatever you did on the other side. And when you're ready, inhale to add your arms. For a side bend, let's lower the right hand onto the right thigh, palm faces up, and then we're going to reach over with the left, pressing our right foot into that left thigh. And we release. Let's turn to face that short edge of our mat. And we're going to vinyasa our way to a seated position. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant your hands. This time you can hop back if you'd like. Hover above the mat. Inhale for up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. From here, we're going to drop our knees down, take the knees wide to the edges, big toes into touch, send the hips back, and ground the forehead down. We're just going to find our stillness here in child's pose. Eyes are closed, belly is soft. With your next inhale, fill the belly up. press it into the thighs, the space between the thighs. And then with an exhale, draw the belly button in towards the spine and repeat. Let's lift our head, and we're going to take our hands and we're going to walk them over to the right side. You can take your left hand and place it on top of the right to get a little deeper into the left side of the body. And now we walk our hands through center, going all the way over to the left. And same thing here, you can take your right hand and place it on top of the left hand to get a little deeper in that right side. Now let's lift our head, bring ourselves back to center. And rise to table pose. And we're going to straighten our left leg back. Pressing back through that heel, nice and long in the back of the leg. With an inhale, we're going to pick it up. Keep it in line with the back of the body. Don't let it lift up past your back. And with an exhale, we're going to bring our knee into the nose, draw the heel up to the bum, and repeat. Inhale, press the foot back, look forward. And exhale, knee to nose, heel to bum, and repeat. Let's do one more. And once the knee is tucked in, we're going to bring that left knee up by the left wrist, left foot over towards the right, and we're going to walk our right knee back. We're bringing ourselves into pigeon pose. Now you can stay here, lifted up on the fingertips or the hands, or feel free to lower down onto the forearms. Where can you find more length in your body here? Where can you bring more engagement into the body here? Okay, let's release our pigeon. We're going to tuck our back toes, begin to walk that knee up. Come up onto the hands if you are on the forearms, and we're going to bring ourselves back to table pose and straighten through the right leg. And with an inhale, pick your right leg up, line it up with the back of the body. With an exhale, point your toe, bring your knee to the nose, heel to the bum, and squeeze the belly. And repeat. Look forward as you stretch the leg back. And exhale, bring that knee in and squeeze. Let's do one more. And now drop the right knee by the right wrist. Right foot makes its way over to the left side. Tuck those left toes and walk that knee back. Mirror what you did on the other side on this side. Eyes are always focused to one point. And let's release our pigeon by tucking our back toes, walking our knee up, coming up onto the hands, and bringing ourselves back to table pose, just long enough to cross our ankles, send our sit bones back, and bring the legs straight out in front. Bringing our heels to the edges of the mat, making our spine nice and tall. With an inhale, we reach the arms up. And with an exhale, we're going to take the right hand forward, left hand back. We're going to look to the back edge of the mat. Then inhale, we come back to center, eyes up, hands up. Then exhale, we're going to twist to the other side. Take the eyes to the back of the mat. And repeat, inhale. And exhale, twist. Find your own rhythm here. Go with your own breath. And whatever side you're on with this next exhale, we're going to hold here. Squeezing that belly in, making sure the feet stay flat, the legs are grounded, and the spine is nice and tall. Inhale, lift to center. And exhale, we twist to the other side and hold. Inhale, we lift the arms up, looking up. And exhale, we're going to take the hands behind us, fingertips point straight ahead. We're going to point through the toes, and we're going to lean back into the hands. We're going to bend the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And inhale, we're going to lift the chest up. We're going to roll forward on the sit bones. And if it feels good, lift your chin. Don't drop the head back, just lift the chin. Pressing into the hands, begin to straighten the arms, helping you to roll forward and arch your back a little bit more. And with a breath out, we release chin to chest. We're going to drop down onto the elbows. We're going to lift our sit bones, bring them a little closer to the heels, and bring ourselves all the way to a reclined position. Feet to the edges of the mat, arms up, shoulder height, make a T on the floor, and allow the knees to sway back and forth, just like windshield wipers. And just find a way to bring your breath into this movement. Maybe inhale to one side, exhale to the other, or any combination that feels good for you. Try to keep your eyes open but soft, staring at one spot on the ceiling. Let's find a center with our knees. And we're going to hug just our right knee into the chest. I'm going to straighten out our left leg, but let that left leg hover above the mat. Point your toes or keep your feet flat, whatever feels good for you and your muscle engagement. And left hand on that right knee, right arm reaches out to shoulder height, palm down, anchor that right shoulder, drop your left leg onto the mat completely, and then begin to draw that right knee across the body. Keep that right shoulder grounded. And if it feels good, lift your head up and put your right ear where the back of your head was. Again, try to keep your eyes open and your gaze soft to your fingertips. We release by bringing our head to center first, and then the knee. We're going to straighten out the right leg, and let's hug our left knee in. Once the knee is in, we're going to lift our right leg so it hovers above the mat. Point through the toes or flatten the feet, and make that right leg as long as you can. Right hand on left knee, left arm reaches out at shoulder height. And then we drop that right leg to rest on the mat as we pull the left knee across the body while keeping our left shoulder grounded. When you're ready, lift your head up and place your temple where the back of the head was resting. Eyes open and soften towards the fingertips. Bring your head back up to center, and then bring the knee back to center. We're going to lift our legs straight up, and then we're going to reach our hands straight up. We're going to let the feet flop and the hands flop, and we're going to hold here. Not the breath though, let the breath flow. Take your gaze and focus to the space between your toes. If at any point the hands or feet begin to tingle, lower them down. We release by hugging the knees into the chest, giving them a squeeze and reaching your forehead up towards the knees. And now we can prepare ourselves for Shavasana. Bring our legs out. Bring our hands out, palms up. Feet relaxed out to the sides. Eyes are closed. Teeth are soft, and the tongue rests on the bottom of the mouth. Take a deep, slow breath in through the nose. And exhale out through the mouth. And repeat, inhale through the nose. And exhale out through the mouth. And now we just watch how the body breathes. See if you can allow yourself to sink deeper into the stillness. Don't force it. And just notice how you're breathing. Begin to deepen your breath again. Let's come back to our Adham pranayama, deep belly breathing. Open your eyes, keep them soft. You can wiggle your fingers and toes, make any adjustments that feel good. Maybe roll on to your side. And when you're ready, bring yourself up into a seated position. And let's place the hands together in front of the heart. Eyes gaze down to the fingertips. Chin slightly tucks into the chest. I am so glad you are here. Om So Hum.